we can keep it moving. We're coworkers. You're just somebody I dated in my 20s. And we can keep it moving at that.
Sammie, I am so excited that you are back in Jersey Shore and you are our first guest in our brand new studio. So welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. And I'm sure everybody's been asking you this question, but why now?
Just the perfect time to come back now in my life. And that's why I'm here. I was like, I missed everybody. Yeah. Why not come back?
Right. And you say in the first episode that you were very anti coming back. How come? Why, they've been doing the show for 6 years. Why did you kind of want to separate yourself from that?
I was really, at the time when everybody decided to come back, I was like, I don't know if I'm ready to put myself in an environment with an ex or possible toxic situations. So I was like, let me refrain from doing that. I am working on myself and I'm happy right now. I'm content. I don't need to put myself in an environment that I'm like kind of unsure of.
Yeah, no. So do you feel like in these past 6 years, you kind of, like you said, you worked on yourself, you got maybe that closure from your relationship and you're like, all right, I can do this again?
I just, you know what, it wasn't about closure or anything. It's just like me being in the perfect place in my life. And I'm like, I miss it. I was watching everybody on it and I'm like, I'm good right now. Like I'm in a great relationship. I am just killing it with my career, like with my boutique, Sweetheart Coast. Why not come back and fill that void and those years that I missed out on for like so many years?
Did you tune in?
I did. I have. Yeah.
Did you get like the FOMO or anything like that during that time?
Here and there, I tuned in and I definitely did. I was like, oh, I would laugh at their jokes because I like miss the old days with them.
What did you think about the Sammie doll?
I thought it was hysterical and gross all at the same time.
Totally. And I see that you met each other this season.
Oh, yeah. We totally met each other, yes.
So what was your relationship like with everybody during that interim period?
So when everybody decided to come back, we were talking after that, even though I decided not to. And then we just kind of fizzled out. Everybody went their own ways and did their own thing. And I kind of just did my own thing too.
Yeah, I know Jenny and Nicole said in another interview, like when they decided to kind of sign on is when things kind of started to, maybe fade a little bit. Would you agree with that?
Totally. Yeah. I think, they were doing the show. It was something I didn't want to be a part of. So I kind of separated myself from that and it just happened like that.
Yeah. Were they upset with you?
Probably. And I don't blame them, honestly. Like I really had to block some things out of my life in order to move forward or move in a different direction. So I kind of get why they might be upset.
Yeah. And you literally did block some things out of your life.
I did.
So, you explained why you did block Nicole. Let's talk about Nicole, why you blocked her. And because maybe you thought that she was, copying your store idea and things like that. Do you work through those issues and do you feel like that's what happened?
Me and Nicole totally worked through our issues. It wasn't a big deal. She's had her store for a really long time and I've always supported it and I still support the Snooki shop and Nicole totally. I just thought, I just had my new store, Sweetheart Coast, on the beach boardwalk. And when I found out she was going to Seaside, I thought maybe she was doing something similar to me, but that was not the case. So in the end, I actually was wrong. And I told her, I'm sorry, I know you weren't trying to copy off me. And you'll see it all play out.
Right. And then the same with Jenny. You blocked her because of maybe some things that she said.
I definitely didn't block Jenny, actually.
Oh, okay. So clear it up.
Yeah, but there's sometimes words are said, especially when you're not hanging out with people anymore, or maybe they're not understanding why you're not coming back, or did you cut us out of your life? And so words were said, but we definitely addressed that, and you'll see that.
Do you wish that maybe somebody reached out to you during that time instead of kind of jumping to conclusions? Because maybe you decided to unfollow or block because maybe it was hard for you to see some of the things that they're doing?
Yeah, I mean, they continued on the show and I wasn't, so I didn't want to be a part of it. Like I kind of needed to exclude myself from that at the time, so I didn't, focus, still have the same like mindset as if I was there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I feel like it could have gone both ways. I could have reached out to them. They could have reached out to me.
Yeah.
Just happened the way it was.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah. And how about things with you and Dina? Because you were very close.
Yeah.
And then things, like you said, kind of fizzled out. Maybe you unfollowed her too, but things kind of get back to the way they were.
I didn't unfollow Dina. I just kind of like cut off the Facebook. I think, And that was like a personal thing. Like I just wanted to exclude myself. It had nothing to do with them really. It was just like whatever. And they just didn't understand why I did that. Yeah. So it's just definitely miscommunication, which you'll see all go down when we see each other.
Right.
Again.
And so you get this DM from Angelina. Were you totally shocked and being like, I can't believe, 6 years later, she really wants me to come back?
Yeah. Well, I definitely got a DM from Angelina and I was like, wow, like she's asking me to come back. Like maybe I should.
And you did.
I did, and here I am now.
Did you have to have a lot of conversations with maybe family, with your boyfriend about doing this, or was this something that you totally decided kind of to do on your own?
I totally decided to do this on my own. My family and boyfriend have been super supportive in every aspect of my life.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like I feel good right now. And it was just my own like decision that I made.
Yeah. When you left Jersey Shore, so many years ago, what was kind of your headspace there? Were you like, maybe I never want to do reality TV ever again? Because, maybe you had a lot of highs, but you also had a lot of lows. So what was kind of your headspace during that time?
It wasn't all good for me when I was doing the show. I was going through like a really bad relationship. I was just going through a lot of drama. There was a lot of outside sources like social media, which caused a lot of negativity or like not nice comments towards me. And it just was a lot being 22 years old, dealing with social media, dealing with the backlash of the show, which wasn't all great, but it was good, but not all the time. So it was just a lot for me to handle back then. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should take a break from this for a little bit and like regroup and then enter it when I'm able to. And I really didn't think I would ever come back.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, here sitting on the couch with you.
Yeah. I mean, what would you tell that 22-year-old self, knowing what you know now?
Yeah, I think I wouldn't be so emotionally invested in things.
Well, it's hard when you're 22. I mean, we all, like, I look back at my 22-year-old self and be like, thank God a camera wasn't around.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't regret anything. I feel like it made me who I am today. I'm stronger because of it. And I feel like everything happens for a reason. And I definitely don't regret not being a part of the show. I just am sad that I missed out on all those years with everybody.
Yeah. So going into that house, you see everybody's face, the look of absolute shock. So nobody knew besides Angelina that you were coming, right?
Yeah. Nobody knew I was coming. And literally when you see their faces, that's exactly their reaction to me walking through the door.
Well, I mean, was there anybody that you were nervous to see? Anybody that like you were like, I don't know how this is going to go?
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody?
Like I haven't talked to everybody in years, so I was definitely nervous to see them.
Yeah. And who was was anybody a little bit like, oh no, maybe a little hesitant to let you back
you're
in?
going to see that. You're going to see like their faces literally drop.
Yeah.
And you'll see that.
Okay. But it seems like based on, the trailer that things kind of go south pretty quickly. What can you kind of tease about that and why?
I just think we're all like, we have large personalities and everybody's different and everybody reacts different ways. And I feel like with us, we're like a big family. So there's definitely drama that happens with a family and you're going to see the drama. For
fans, I think maybe Mike went through the biggest transformation.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, did you kind of follow along in his story, I'm sure? And is it nice to see him kind of come out on the other side? He's got 2 kids. He's sober and he's doing really great for himself. I
have to really commend him. He's come a really long way and he's killing it in all aspects of his life. Like you just said, he's married. He has 2 kids. He's extremely happy. He just came out with a book. I'm actually really proud of him for turning his life around and becoming the person that he is today.
Did you get pranked?
Oh, totally. I did. You're all going to see that.
I love
Multiple times.
Multiple times. I see you get the note in a blanket.
Yes.
Are you surprised that, a decade later that this is still such a big deal?
Totally. But I feel like it's forever a part of me and I can never live down the note.
Definitely can never live down the note. And like you said, you were in a very happy, healthy relationship. What was it like bringing him into this world?
It was a little bit nerve-wracking because, all my roomies know me in my past, like ex and terrible relationship. Yeah. So I was like, I'm a little nervous to bring you in here. But he did good. He had a great time and everybody really enjoyed him. And he makes me really happy. And I feel like I was happy that you all can see that type of side of me.
No, and I'm sure, like you said, it's good for you to show off this healthy relationship and how much you've learned and grown over the past few years. Definitely. Who did he click with the most?
I call him a meatball, so I feel like he gets along with the meatballs.
I love that. Yeah. And I'm sure you guys have been together for a minute. Are you looking forward for a future together?
Yeah, so we're definitely been together for 2 years. So we're definitely like taking the next step moving forward and who knows what'll happen with us.
Yeah, definitely. And, like you said, you're coming back into this environment. Ron is also coming back into this environment. Did you know that he was going to be part of the show? And if you did know, or if you didn't know, and you found out, was there hesitation there of kind of stepping back into this then?
I knew the moment I decided to come back that there will be a possibility that Ron will be here. This is, he's part of the family too. I definitely knew that. It was just like, okay, like I can handle it. Yeah. Whatever comes my way.
Yeah. Was that nerve-wracking for you?
Yeah, it's definitely nerve-wracking,
Sure.
but I deal with it.
Yeah, no, totally. What was it like seeing him for the first time?
You're going to see it all play out.
Okay. I saw that you said in an interview that he is like a coworker to you now.
Yeah.
I mean, so much time has passed, so much has been removed from that situation. Do you feel like you can ever be friends with him?
Probably not.
Probably.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you want to?
No.
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 Do you think he would want to with you too?
I don't know. I can't speak for him.
can't
I can
speak
only
for him.
speak for myself. I'm good with we can keep it moving. We're coworkers. You're just somebody I dated in my 20s,
Yeah.
and we can keep it moving at that.
No, totally. Does it feel like maybe that part was like, because I look back at my 22-year-old relationships and I'm so far removed from it. It's almost like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Do you kind of feel like that sometimes?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
a lot of people are like, when I tell them my age now, they're like, wait, you dated him when you were 22 and you're 36 now?
Mhm.
Like, a lot of time has
Sure,
gone on. Like,
yeah.
I've dated other people. Like, I mean, there's just a lot of life that goes on in between all those years.
Yeah.
So.
Are you happy that he seems to be because he obviously went through a lot of ups and downs in this time period as well, but are you happy that he is in a better place, it seems like?
If he's working on himself to be a better person, that's all that matters.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what were you most looking forward to about stepping back into this?
I was actually looking forward to having fun with my roomies again.
And did you?
Yes.
Are you happy that you did it?
I am so happy to be back. I am
Mhm.
excited. I'm happy. And I'm just thankful that they welcomed me with opening arms again.
Will you be back for more seasons? Is this
I
something
hope
that you want to
so.
continue doing?
I would love to. And then if I ever feel like it doesn't serve me justice anymore, I can
Right.
always leave again
Yeah.
if that's the case.
Yeah, no, it seems like a lot of the people did want to make a mass exit this season, though.
Oh, yeah.
Did
Yeah.
that happen?
You'll see.
Yeah. Did you
You'll see.
did you get to meet everybody's kids and things like that? What was that experience like for you?
That is something that was really special for me because I haven't even got to meet some of my cast members' kids before.
Mhm.
So to see them, and I call them like their mini-me's because
Yeah.
they look exactly like their moms and dads,
Mhm.
and their personalities are just like their mom and
Yeah.
dad. It's really cute. You're going to see that.
Definitely. Do you ever go back and watch old episodes?
Yeah, I feel like on TikTok, I love TikTok, and it's
Mhm.
just like all my worst scenes, just all over TikTok, and I'm like, cool, like I get to relive this all the time.
All the time. What would you consider your worst scene?
I think we all know.
Mm,
I
yeah.
think we all know what it is.
Do people like come up to you on the street and ever ask you to be like, Ron, stop?
All the time, but I don't mind. It's like, it's actually kind of funny to me now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like you said, you're so far removed from everything. And then
Yeah,
I gotta ask, are you still the sweetest bitch we've ever met?
I'm still the sweetest bitch you'll ever meet.
I love it, Sammy. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
Thank
much.
you.